So hey everybody, I want to show you something. Here's a new way of thinking about starting your articles, starting your businesses, starting a whole lot of things in a non-traditional way, and one that's going to make you way more successful. So what I'm going to show you next is something that is totally different than what you're seeing and hearing out there now. People will say, hey, you should start a business with an idea, right? You should start your article with an idea. And I'm telling you, that's totally false. So here's the big falsehood. It's this, that if you start your idea, that somebody's going to want it. And the truth is, they might not want it. And the way you find out about whether they want it is, in this particular case, you're going to just go and find out what people are already searching for. So this is what I want to have you guys take a look at. In this tool, I'm going to show you how you go and find what people are searching for first. Then you build everything else around it. Right now, you guys know here what we talk about here on my channel is ways to monetize your life. Now, if you are in the article writing business, the blog writing business, the YouTube channel creating, all that kind of stuff, then you want to make sure that you're creating something that, well, guess what? People want. This is the way to do it. Let me show you. So let's take a look at this one. I happen to be doing a podcast on another show. I was doing on another show, and we were talking about this particular subject matter, right? It was talking about types of capital. Now, let's think about this for a minute. Types of capital, to me, is kind of boring, right? But types of capital with the subject matter we were happen to be talking about has some really searched out stuff. I thought it was going to be boring as heck, but that's why you don't want to start everything off with an idea. What are people searching for? Get this. 8,100 people are showing it. Can you see that right here? 8,100 people are searching for types of capital. Now, all we have to do is kind of find all these different types of capital, and we can create a nice YouTube piece of content. We can do a nice article around it. We can do all kinds of cool stuff, right? Because guess what? People are already searching for it. Now, here it is. If you're going to be out there, monetizing this thing, which is something that we talk about at the Monetize Your Life show, right? We always talk about that stuff, is how you're going to absolutely monetize every single thing you're doing. In this particular case, you're going to be taking time out to, well, do an article. So let's monetize that thing. You just got to know that if it's going to cost you $1.65 per click to rise up to the top, we need to do everything we possibly can to get that money back. That's what we're going to find a nice product, whether you're in the affiliate space or whether you're selling someone else's stuff, you're selling your own courses, or you're driving traffic to some offer vault stuff, some ClickBank stuff. Doesn't matter. We want to make sure that we have the volume. In other words, we've got the traffic that's coming in. So here's what I did. I used this tool to construct the article. That's the goal part, is to construct the article using keywords that are going to and have shown to already have traffic coming in. That is the key part of this. So let me show you what I did. So in this particular tool, what I did was I plugged in my keyword. It gives me some information about it. Hey, this is how many people are searching for it. This is about the competition score. Okay, right? So, and then it says, hey, listen, if you want to construct an article, just know this, that the average Google first page word count is 1,679, right? So I got to have about 1,679 words. That's fine. So then we say, well, how am I going to find these words? Well, let's construct it based on what people are already searching for. This is the key part. I'm about to crack up here because when you see this stuff, you kind of go, I've been doing it wrong. Well, this is why, right? We've been doing it wrong because we just think that people want what we just naturally want ourselves, or they want just because we have a good idea, we think it's a good idea, and nobody's searching for it. So if nobody's searching for it, nobody finds your stuff. This is how we change it. So take a look at this. Here are some must-have words, right? This tool gives me the words that I should use in here. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about types of capital, right? There's all kinds. Human capital, but within human capital, you got financial capital, you got trading capital, you got working capital, you got all kinds of capital, right? These are what people are already looking for. Now, what we're going to do is construct our article with all of those words in it. I know it sounds like keyword stuffing, but not if you're telling it in a story type of format. And because we're going to be solving problems, we are now going to put these words in here and solve a particular problem. What I did was for the article or for the other show that I was on, I was talking about social capital. All right. Me and the co-host was talking about social capital. So we pulled that out. But now I can say, okay, great. Social capital, it's getting a little bit of traffic too. But I really want to talk about types of capital because it's getting one the most. But how can I say and put these things in there that then do that? This is what this side of it's for, right? So I'm going to create the article. I'm going to put these things in there the best I can. And then I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to finish the article myself, or you can outsource it. Now, if you follow me, you know I talk about, delegating. I talk about automating. I talk about outsourcing, right? All the time, as much as you possibly can. But you may look at this and go, well, heck, this is so good that I can construct an article using, your own voice or whatever it is, and do really good stuff. Now, here's what's even more fascinating, and I don't even want to jump into this because it's like, ooh, new shiny thing syndrome, right? And I don't want to take you on that road. But you can now put this into your AI program that will speak that stuff for you. Okay, let's just go on, right? I'll leave a link for that, one of the programs that I'm using as well. So, and I don't think I'm an affiliate for this one, but this particular one here that you're seeing, I am a proud affiliate for it. I absolutely love it, and you can see I use it. So let's go ahead and start thinking about how we can then construct our article so that it is so keyword rich that rising up is not going to be hard. Okay, so here it is. We got all the words, must words. So I started kind of putting together a story. This type of capital won't show up on your balance sheet. It's not equity capital. It's not debt capital. It certainly isn't debt capital. I should get rid of that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that so you guys can get a chance to see this. This is real time. It's the kind of capital structure that, and I don't have to put a comma there. Now you see, as you're putting this stuff together, right? You're putting it in first, building a story, and then as you go back over the story, you're kind of seeing how it flows, how it makes sense. Putting in the right conjunctions, putting in the periods, putting in whatever you need to do, putting in pictures if you're going to go extend it a little bit differently, and all of that cool stuff, right? The main thing is I want people to jump onto this article because they are absolutely looking for one of these keywords. This is the key. All right, so here we go again. Capital structure that you can use whether you invest in real estate, sell retirement planning, have a ton of credit card debt, but it's not human capital in the sense you likely know. So what am I doing? I'm telling a story, but I'm using all of these words. Now that becomes one of the key things. It's what I happen to do very, very well, and I'm going to clean this up. But if you got this tool, and I'm going to show you this tool, I'm going to leave a link. If you buy the tool through my affiliate link, I will show you how to tell the story because I happen to be skilled in that, right? All right. I bet right now you're thinking, so I should probably say that differently. You're thinking it's some kind of corporate finance voodoo, right? Now, voodoo isn't in there, but corporate finance is, all right? You would be wrong, sir. And then I would, of course, say, you would be wrong, sir, or ma'am. All right. Over time, it's the kind of capital you can grow to become a financial asset that can always pay. All right, now that would be a reasonable opening sentence. Let's say I'm going to have a ghostwriter or whatever do some of the rest of this. They kind of get a feel for how I like to say things. I put enough keywords in there that then shows where I'm going with this, how it should, kind of flow. And then when they go and write it and send it back to me and I have to go and, change everything, because sometimes you have to do that with your ghostwriters. Then now I can make sure that they get these items in there in some way, shape, or form. And you can get it back in, plug it into your keyword tool, right? And see if it contains the words that suggest this is what it takes to get to the top of the list. Now, this is just using word count, and it says the words that you use that make sense, that get you to the top. Using something like this, everybody, is going to absolutely skyrocket and change the way you're going to create content, because first, you're going to create content based on what people are looking for and not on just an idea you have. It's going to absolutely change the way you start businesses, because if you find so many people are already looking for this, then finding those folks, right, is just a couple of ads away. And knowing that they exist helps you know that at least people are looking for a solution to the problem they're searching. Do you guys understand and see where I'm going with this? So I want you to imagine now that you're able to use this tool, that you're using this tool right now, and you're putting in your pieces of information and you're putting in your keywords and you're asking of those. Is anyone already searching for this? Before I even start the article, before I even start the business, before I even start the piece of YouTube content. Long before you do that, you're finding out whether or not it makes sense to do that.